Yeah.
But the stories, I heard this story a long time ago about you. And the writers changed, but the story is you poring over, whoever it might be, Hemingway or Faulkner or Shakespeare. And it's this legendary story of you poring over and someone saying, Hunter, what the hell are you doing? And you saying, I'm trying to get the rhythm.
Oh, there were times I would type it sometimes, just to, you'd be surprised if you type somebody else's lines. I try to do Kerouac's poetry. I can't really do it. Kerouac has different rhythms. But if you type out somebody's work, you can learn a lot about it. Basically, it's music, I think.
Yeah.
And, oh no, from typing out parts of Faulkner, Hemingway, Fitzgerald. I mean, these were just, these were writers that were very big in my life and the lives of the people around me. So yeah, I wanted to learn from the best, I guess. And that was one way to do it, but I was quite serious.
When you wrote Faulkner,
I guess.
You did write Faulkner, it's in here.
Oh yeah.
Where did it come from? You just wanted to connect and say, send me some money?
Oh no. I did say that though, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
No, that was a joke.
It got his attention.
No, but I think it was part
but
of
no money.
I think it was part of the thinking, the hubris of the 60s. It was even before the 60s.
Yeah, it was.
Okay. That, well, I'd connected previously with, I would call James Reston, like at 3 in the morning. At his cabin in Virginia.
Yeah, right.
And the Times, when I talked to the Times, they'd give me his number, and I'd ask him why the Soviet Army chorus wasn't being let into the country, being allowed in. I was outraged at that. Yes. And once you learn you can do that.
It's license. It's license to go fishing.
Well, I'm finding out, yes. But I'm finding out the other side of it now.
Yeah. Oh, so you get in the call.
I have to change my phone number every 3 days. But
because of this book, or because
no.
They want to talk to you?
Well, they is a complicated mix of fans. But I think the 60s were a time when, like when I applied for a job as the governor of American Samoa.
Oh, this was a letter to Lyndon Johnson.
Yeah.
Well, why not?
Exactly but it was not a prank, as someone as he suggested.
No.
I really believed that I was the best person. Not,
Well, you could probably make an argument.
I did.
I know.
I thought I was still in the running
until
when I got pissed off about his Vietnam policy enough to write him and say, take my name off the list. And if that was hubris, well, but I think in the 60s...
Well, what was it? If it wasn't, what was it? I mean, it's...
it was
hubris or something else?
Or a psychotic episode where you believe that the authorities are really on your side.
Yeah.
Norman Mailer said it one time very well, that with Kennedy, John Kennedy, he had a belief that if you could get over the White House fence, over the spikes and run crazily across the yard, dodging the Secret Service people, that if you made it to the White House, that Kennedy would say, come on in, you were safe there.
In other words, if they didn't get you before you got to the door, you were home free.
The guy on top was really going to be on your side.
Exactly. If you could run through that course.
Well, I was just trying to, these letters in this book, that was my way of running through it. I believed that Lyndon Johnson would get these letters. Well, Larry O'Brien answered them.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, no.
The Postmaster General.
Yeah. At that time, I think he was a special assistant, too.
Right. Special assistant to Jack Kennedy and stayed on, and then Lyndon Johnson made him Postmaster General.
Yeah. And Commissioner of the NBA.
Right.
No, O'Brien had a great sense of humor. But when he wrote back, I thought he was serious. I went out and tried to charge up some white linen suit.
Now, do you have any sense, this sounds like I'm your priest, but here goes.
It's a nice role for you. I'm sure you're, I'm sure you're quite at home with it.
Well, I don't know, but I try.
Go ahead. I can't do it.
No, I can't either, but I'll try. There's all that talent there. Has it been used well or squandered?
You mean, could I have been even higher and brighter? I could have been...
not higher and brighter, just, read these letters, and there is huge talent.
I would have to say that, yeah.
It is.
It's like, you identify it.
Res ipsa loquitur.
Res ipsa loquitur.
Yeah.
And I probably still misspell it. You can imagine how many corrections I've had. From the Harvard Department of Languages.
Yeah.
All in there people
But stay with me on the idea.
Oh, okay.
All right, at the final day of reckoning, he says, or she says, Hunter, have you done everything and the best with what I gave you? Have you?
Did I hide my candle under a bushel?
Yes.
Probably.
He says, or she says, I gave you this talent. Did you throw it away? And what's your best evidence
No.
that you used it well?
Well, what the hell am I supposed to... I'm on trial?
Yeah, no,
I got done pretty
you're
well.
trying to get in. I got the keys.
No, you don't. No. And the voice is not going to have it either. I know who has the keys.
Who has the keys?
Well, I'll just tell you now, just between us. I'm sure that there are no cameras.
No, nobody knows,
like
right.
that. Yeah, right. That I am a roadman.
A what?
A roadman
A roadman.
for the Lords of Karma,
Yeah.
for the Great Hall.
Yeah.
I know what happens to you, me, and everyone else when they supposedly die. It's just passage around the Great Loop,
Yeah.
and they come eventually to be judged, or just, assessed.
All right.
And they go before the Lords of Karma, and their lives, the decision's already been made.
Yeah.
And as a roadman, I'm a cog in the wheel. I know that I have to come back around way too often, frankly. And other people come back around in the form that they deserve. Now you can come back as a three-legged dog in Bangladesh in a hurricane, if that was the judgment of the Great Hall. But it's based entirely on how what you do now. And in the Oriental Buddhist scheme of things, karma takes a long time. You're like your son's you come back around and have to be the slave of your son. But now, karma is sped up. So I believe you got your karma now. I don't have to believe. I'm a roadman. I mean, I can tell you what's happening.
Yeah.